Hey everyone, it's Amber, and today I'm going to be talking about my end of the year TBR. There's only like 1.5 months or less left in this year, which is crazy because I feel like this year went by so fast. But I do have some books that I want to read within that time. And the first book that I want to read by the end of the year is The Demon King by Cinda Williams Chima. This is my current read, and I'm about 124 pages into it. I'm really enjoying it so far. It basically is about two different characters. It follows two different perspectives. And one of them is Han, and he is a kind of more poor type of boy in the kingdom, and he has these like cuffs around his wrist and they like won't come off, and he ends up stealing this amulet that belonged to the Demon King, which puts him into the main story, which kind of involves this girl named Raisa, and she is the other main character, and she is the heir to the throne of the queendom. And this world, there's different magic clans and different things like that. It's very good, very interesting. I'm really enjoying it so far. Yeah, so I am really liking this. The only thing I don't like about it is how heavy this book is. This is like the heaviest paperback I've ever read. Other than that, I'm really enjoying this book. But yeah, so this is definitely my first book that I would like to finish by the end of 2018. The next one on my TBR, I'm like really hoping I can finish by the end of the year. That is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This is one that I've been literally trying to read for like a few years now, and I keep picking it up and putting it down, and I don't know why. So I'm really hoping I can finish it by the end of 2018. I want to read this over Christmas break because I feel like I can just fly through it, and I'm going to probably vlog, do a whole vlog dedicated to this book, and most of you have already read it, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But yeah, so I don't know why I haven't read this, but this is in the Dark Artifices, which is the kind of sequel series to The Mortal Instruments. It's about Emma Carstairs, and she's one of the characters within the last book of The Mortal Instruments. It's set in California. It's about shadow hunters, so I just really want to read it. That is going to be a mission for like the rest of the years to finish Lady Midnight, and I'm really hoping that I can accomplish it. Really, okay, ambitiously, another book that I like to finish is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. This is the next book within the Dark Artifices series, and I really want to catch up and at least be caught up like around the time that Queen of Air and Darkness comes out, so like I can get all excited about it with everyone else. So yeah, I really want to catch up and be excited about that book, and I still am excited, but not as much because I don't even know what happens in the first two. So yeah, that is like my ambitious goal. The next book on my TBR for the end of 2018 is A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. This one is one that I really want to read. This is the novella that takes place at the very end of A Court of Wings and Ruin, and this is such a short book, and I'm already 38 pages into it, so I think that I can finish it in time for the end of the year. It's a super short book, so I really think that this is one that I can definitely manageably do by the end of the year. My camera battery's dying, so I'm gonna go a bit fast through the rest of them. But the next one that I have is Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shauna Maguire. I read the first book, which is Every Heart a Doorway, which is basically about these children that go to the school for wayward children, and the school for wayward children, and they have come back from all of these worlds, these like fantasy worlds, and they can't get back to them, so they're at this school to kind of learn how to move on basically. And it's such a beautifully written series, and it's so good. And I have this second book, and I bought it, and I really want to read it. It takes place, it kind of follows some of the characters from the first book and their journey in their world, and I'm so excited to read it. Next one on my list to read for the end of the year is Poison Study by Maria V. Schneider. I've heard so much about this book, and I really just want to read it, and I feel like I'm going to really enjoy it as a fantasy book, but this is definitely one that I want to finish. by the end of the year because I just think it's going to be so good. It's about this girl, and she's going to be executed, and then she has a choice between either becoming the poison tester for the king, which essentially means death anyways, or being killed. So she chooses being the poison tester, obviously. And yeah, so that is what this is about, but I'm very, very excited to read this. It's like a medieval fantasy type of book, and I'm very excited about it. And the last and final book on my list for the rest of the year is Seafire by Natalie C. Parker. I am super excited to read this. It's basically about this like group of female pirates and just like their adventures and journey, and like there's I guess a whole plot behind it, but I don't really want to know too much going into it. But I get super in the mood for pirates a lot of the time, so I really want to read this book because, you know, pirates. So anyway, this is definitely one that I want to read. This is a newer release too, so I like keeping caught up with newer releases. And then a stretch goal is to finish A Darker Shade of Magic by Victoria Schwab. My sister's reading that right now and she's really enjoying it, so it's one that I definitely want to get to. Plus I've been loving Victoria Schwab lately, and this has been the past 2 years. Well, this has basically been the year of Victoria Schwab because I've read 3 Victoria Schwab books this year, and I've only read like 6 books this year. So anyway, that is a stretch goal. But yeah, so those are all of the books that I want to read for the rest of 2018. Those are my priorities. I hope I will read more, but I'm hoping to finish all of these, but knowing me, I probably won't, but we'll see. But anyway, that is about it for this video. Comment down below the books that you guys want to read by the end of the year. My name is Amber, and I upload every single Monday and Thursday, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Words that I say, downtown the lights out, but we choose to stay.